This is super easy to say as a hot, thin blonde, as a fat woman, like what's social capital? I was 230 pounds in this photo. I was less than that here. And this is me when I think I got up to 230 or 240 when I was pregnant. Everything I say is things that I wish I had known at that age. Back then, when I was that weight, I still did to some degree have pretty privilege, but I was overweight and I was not blonde. And I used to believe that losing the weight would be the thing that changed how men perceive me. And it really wasn't. It was the journey along the way of losing the weight. Because for me, putting on the weight was out of not self-love, but I had a boyfriend in high school who essayed me. We dated for 3 months, who essayed me, and he told me when we were together that he would never ever ever want me if I was bigger, and if I gained weight he would get me a gym membership. And surprise surprise, when we broke up I just binged and I gained a lot of weight. My self-esteem issues at that weight allowed me to allow men to treat me so terribly. And when I met him, I was a 00. That did not stop him from being a horrible man. And even now, even though more people are attracted to me because I fit a stereotypical beauty standard, I still have to dwindle down the people that are interested in me to find someone that aligns with my values. And now it's just more people. And more people isn't quality people. That doesn't make the people approaching me quality. A lot of the times it makes them less. Having men so interested in you physically and not caring what's in between your ears isn't a positive. But this is who I am. This is how I feel about myself. This is where I've worked really hard. I've spent, 10 years in a gym, and I've got a bookshelf full of books, and I've worked on creating a business, and I've chased all the things I want to. I've gone to therapy. I've worked intensely on myself. But I still had social capital when I was bigger. I still had a flight attendant literally rebook me a flight when I was a day late for it because he just wanted me to smile. There are so many women that aren't thin and blonde and hot that have relationships that are deep, meaningful, and built on mutual love and respect. And there's a lot of hot, thin, blonde women who are in relationships that aren't that way. Men had to make you believe that being fat was so unattractive, because if they were attracted to every type of woman, which they are, they wouldn't be able to exert this power and control. If they admitted that they were attracted to all shapes and sizes of women, they wouldn't be able to create a hierarchy that they use to subjugate women. I mean, I want you to look at what we consider like stereotypically attractive women who are in these relationships. Majority of them have plastic surgery. They don't even fit into the standard because the standard is thin, and when you're thin you lose a lot of people lose their yiddies, right? And then they go and get surgery, right? I was dating a man like a year ago who took me to Aritzia, who paid for me to go to Mexico. He did all these things, and then he slowly, and I mean slowly, because he slowly started making these little digs. He told me that he would pay for me to get my eyebrows microbladed. Me to get my eyebrows microbladed. I have been bullied for bushy eyebrows because I grew up in the 90s, and I was like, that's weird. That's a weird thing to say. And I kind of pushed back on it. I was like, no, I don't need to get microblading because like I may have a little bit of sparsity here, but gone. And he focused on my eyebrows. Now I had a baby. I want to get a tummy tuck. I'm gonna be honest. I want to get a tummy tuck because, as you've seen, I gained a lot of weight and I've lost a lot of weight, and I do have some extra skin, and I would like to remove that. He was really focused on that. I should get a boob job. You should get a boob job. I've never, in the entirety of my life, been insecure about my boobs. I am a C cup, a 34 C cup. I have pretty decent sized yiddies. And that's when I knew. Now this man was overweight and expressed to me that he was insecure about that. And I reinforced that I found him attractive. I'm not superficial like that. I don't have anything against anyone who has extra weight on them. I find men of all sizes attractive to an extent. Limited mobility would be an issue for me and my activity level, but that insecurity he had, he tried to pass to me to make me feel insecure, because I don't feel insecure about myself because I've put so much time and energy into me. So this belief pattern that we have that there's ever a good enough, that you don't have social capital inherently as a woman, is just not true. That's why that they try and give all these markers. Oh, you have to be 18 to what, 24? You have to have no kids. You have to have had no partners. You have to be thin but big boobs with a butt. Like, these things all contradict each other, and that's intentional. And then you can be all of those things. You can be a Sydney Sweeney, and they will find a way to take a photo of you in a bikini in unflattering light and tear your appearance apart. Because if she can't be the standard, neither can you. And that's the whole system falls apart if you stop believing in it. Because it doesn't exist. It's not real. These are all just social constructs that they've created to make you think that you deserve less. Everything that I say and that I believe, I wish I had believed from 18 to 24 years old, when I was super insecure and thought that my weight was holding me back some way. And it wasn't. My beliefs about my weight are what held me back. My self-esteem issues held me back. My belief that everyone was looking at me and giving a fuck held me back. And I can tell you, I'll show you the time period in my life when I got called fat the most.
Things I never thought about. Yeah, I go to about there, yeah. Traps look sweet.
Posting those on the internet was the time in my life when I got called fat the most. It made two news articles about how bad the comments were from men. Why do we believe that they would be attacking me at my thinnest, not my fattest, at my thinnest, to reinforce that belief pattern? There's an entire movement of incels, of men so fucking mad that they don't have access to women. That is what they were mad about. They wouldn't be mad about that if they were inherently powerful without women.